Hello, Harbor. Welcoming you from my new classroom. I have a virtual thing that I'm doing where I'm teaching from our house, and so you are entering our classroom. Welcome. That's part of what we've transitioned to. I've been doing some, yes, he's going to show you my teacher name. There it is. I've transitioned to some online teaching. AJ has gotten to transition out of online teaching. Our children are finished with virtual learning for the summer, and we've transitioned to just enjoying home and the beginning stages of re-entering relationships and friendships in person. We've been utilizing our backyard for fires and badminton, and we look forward to having the friends from Harbor join us. We've also begun to just rediscover the river down the way from our house, and our children have been in it a lot and tubing and have been just adventuring outdoors, and that's been very helpful and helping us through some boredom and just not sure what to do with ourselves. Our kids are looking forward to some great summer activities. Sam has taken up the game of golf with his dad, and so they have been heading out to the driving range, and there's a big anticipated trip to Chip and Putt between dad and son, and we're excited about that. The girls get to head out to summer camp. They're going to overnight camp. Jaslyn has a horse camp that she's super excited about, and Ariel gets to do Black Rock with some friends from school, and I think we have a trip or so to the beach, all of those who know how much I love it there. And so we're just working at trying to create the best sense of normalcy that we can as life continues just to be different right now.
Yeah, and just to reiterate a little bit on just the online teaching for me, it was good, different, but feel like as I told my students, we're going to take these lemons and make lemonade. So I feel like we made some sweet lemonade. So one of the things too I also wanted to speak just briefly on, and really can't get into a whole lot, but some people have reached out and just asked how I'm doing in the midst of these times that have brought a lot of race issues and police brutality issues to the surface for a lot of people. And it's not something I talk a whole lot about, but it's, throughout my life, it's always been, kind of something on my mind. And speaking towards the police brutality, obviously, I mean, it's absolutely awful. And I've said to a few people, specifically with the George Floyd, it almost feels like deja vu of the Rodney King riots and police arrest back in the early 90s when I was in high school. And so, but race has always been a big thing, or a topic, something that has been in my face. I remember in first grade lining up at the end of recess and some boy coming by and calling me the N-word. And just by the way he said it, I knew it was like he wasn't being nice to me. And so I went home and told my parents, and like they kind of explained a little bit about that, and just some other things too that are coming to mind. There was a KKK rally in Ephrata, and we lived in the New Holland area, but I remember as a kid, hearing about this, being afraid that they were, going to come to our house and things like that. So it's a very real thing, and but I think when we think of racial tension, you hear a lot of racial reconciliation, and so I had a person in my high school who just some racial things that were said, and it wasn't even necessarily in maybe like a truly hurtful way, but had said some things, but actually reached out over Facebook and wanted to apologize and ask for forgiveness. And it was just like, wow, like I didn't even remember. I mean, I remembered it when he said it, but it wasn't like something on my mind. So that was just really encouraging to hear that. And but look forward to the book study and the event that is coming up where we'll get a chance to gather and share together instead of over social media, which can be sometimes a bit of a firestorm sharing on there. But in the midst of all that, and just some family things that are going on as far as like fear and things like that, it's fear of spiders has kind of resurfaced in our household, and fear of going to the dentist, and then just even some of the political things that have been going on. We've really been trying to ground ourselves in the peace of God. So I just wanted to just share this as our final kind of blessing to the Harbor community, found in Philippians as Paul is stating this. So even in the midst of all this and where we are in our world, I think we can all say with Paul and state that we're going to rejoice in the Lord always. Even in the midst of all of this, we're going to rejoice in the Lord. And I will say it again, rejoice. Let your gentleness be evident to all, I think is a big line. The Lord is near. Sorry, little camera, something. Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation by prayer and petition with thanksgiving, present your requests to God. And the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. So let's just rejoice in the Lord always, and let our gentleness be evident to all. And just even thinking about the shirt I'm wearing here,
Can't see it.
lifeguard, and then it says, he who has the Son has life. And so let's just let that be our foundation for all these other discussions that are going on. So look forward to hopefully seeing some of you on Sunday, and as hopefully things open up and become more normal, we'll be seeing and worshiping together real soon. So
Yeah.
all right. See ya.
See ya.